Part 2. The Rules of the Game. The vault door didn't slam. It glided shut. Slow, controlled, intentional, like something wanted them to watch it happen. Milo took a step back. Okay, that's not normal evil, that's organized evil. Zara didn't laugh. Her eyes stayed locked on the narrowing gap of light. Someone's controlling this. The door stopped just before closing completely, leaving a thin vertical slit of light. Enough to see, not enough to escape. The figure. From the darkness beyond, the figure stepped forward. Not dramatic, not rushed, just precise. Now visible in the thin strip of light was a person in a perfectly clean suit, not a wrinkle out of place, like time hadn't touched them either. Which technically it hadn't. Impressive, the figure said calmly. Most people don't even make it past the front counter. Milo blinked. Most people are frozen. Exactly. Zara stepped forward. Who are you? The figure tilted their heads slightly, as if deciding how honest to be. Let's call me the Administrator. Milo frowned. That's not a real name. It's real enough for your current situation. New rule number 1. The nuggets in Milo and Zara's hands pulsed once, brighter, warmer. The Administrator glanced at them. Ah, you've already reached the decision point. Zara tightened her grip. We know what they do. Do you? The Administrator said. A pause. Then, tell me, what did the note say? Milo hesitated. That eating them restarts time and we forget everything. The Administrator smiled faintly. Correct. Then the smile faded. Incomplete. Zara's expression hardened. What does that mean? New rule number 2. The lights flickered, and suddenly the wall behind the Administrator changed, not moved, changed, like reality itself updated. Now, instead of a plain hallway, there was a massive digital display stretching into darkness. On it, 000000. Then it ticked. 000001. Milo's stomach dropped. That wasn't there before. No, the Administrator said, because you weren't ready to see it. Zara pointed. What is that? A timer. For what? Milo asked. The Administrator's voice stayed calm. For how long you are allowed to decide. 10 minutes. The timer jumped. 9:59. Zara's eyes whitened. You've got to be kidding me. Milo let out a dry laugh. We're in a timed nugget situation. Of course we are. The Administrator clasped his hands behind his back. 10 minutes. That's all the system allows. Zara stepped forward. And we don't choose? The Administrator didn't hesitate. Then time stays frozen. Milo frowned. That's what we already knew. Yes, the Administrator said, but you missed the part where it becomes permanent. Silence. New rule number 3. Permanent? Zara repeated. The Administrator nodded slightly. No reset, no second chance, no outside intervention. Milo's grip tightened around the nugget. So everyone just stays like this? Exactly as they are now, forever. Milo glanced towards the frozen world outside. The dog, the pigeon, the guy mid-argument. That's not a choice, he said quietly. The Administrator shrugged. It's the only one you're being given. The glitch. Suddenly, the lights snapped. For just a split second. Darkness. Then back. But something was different. Milo blinked. Did you? Zara grabbed his arm. Look. Behind the Administrator, the timer flickered. 9:12, 9:47, 8:03, 9:10. Skipping, jumping, wrong. The Administrator didn't turn around, but their voice changed just slightly. That's not supposed to happen. Milo's eyes narrowed. So this isn't as controlled as you're pretending. The Administrator ignored him. For the first time, they looked uncertain. Someone else. A new sound echoed through the vault. Not mechanical, not controlled, more like interference. A voice, glitched, layered. Don't listen. Zara stiffened. You heard that, right? Milo nodded slowly. Yeah, that's new. The administrator's tone sharpened. You will ignore that. The voice came again, clearer this time. They're lying. The lights flickered harder. The timer glitched again. 8:55, 10 minutes, 7:32. Zara stepped back. Okay, yeah, something is very wrong. Milo looked at the nuggets in his hand. They don't just reset time, do they? The administrator didn't answer. Zara turned sharply. What are you not telling us? Silence. Then, they reset your timeline. Milo frowned. What does that even mean? It means, the administrator said evenly, you go back and everything continues without this version of you. Zara's eyes widened. Without what? New rule number 4. You won't just forget, the administrator continued. You'll be replaced. The words landed heavy. Milo shook his head. That makes no sense. It doesn't need to make sense to you. It only needs to function. Zara's voice dropped deep. So if we eat them, the administrator said calmly, you return to your normal lives. And this version of us? Milo asked. A beat. Then ceases. The choice gets worse. The timer hit 7 minutes. Zara looked at Milo. That's not what we agreed to. Milo let out a breath. Yeah, that's a completely different decision now. The glitched voice cut in again, stronger. Don't reset. Break it. The light surged. The nuggets in their hands flared brighter than before. The administrator stepped forward for the first time. Careful, they said, and now they didn't sound calm anymore. If the system destabilizes, you won't like the alternative. Milo raised an eyebrow. There's an alternative? The administrator didn't answer. Cliffhanger. The timer glitched violently. 6:42. Error. 9999. 5:58. The walls flickered. The frozen world outside twitched, just slightly, like it was trying to move. Zara whispered, That's not supposed to happen. Milo looked at the nugget, then at the door, then at the shadow behind the system. Or maybe, he said slowly, we were never supposed to follow the rules. The glitched voice, now almost clear. Find the third option. The administrator stepped forward, urgent now. There is no third option. Milo smirked slightly. Yeah, he said. That's exactly what someone hiding it would say. The nuggets pulsed. The timer dropped. 5 minutes. And somewhere beyond the vault, something in the frozen city moved. To be continued.